right, time for Voyages today. We're doing lesson 5.7, adjectives that tell how many. We need our book, we need our pencil, and I think, let me double check, no highlighter. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so adjectives that tell how many. Very review lesson. We practiced before because anytime we use a number in a sentence, it usually tells more about the verb, and we also know that numbers that tell where you are, like first, second, third, those kinds of numbers are also adjectives. So we're going to practice working with those today. But first, we need to go back and do our daily maintenance. And we're on page 75 today. We're starting at the top. First lesson on that page, 5.7. Our sentence is, our class will choose a motto. Our class will choose a motto. A motto is a saying that represents us. Like our pledge that we do every day, our dignity pledge represents us. It's kind of like a motto. Okay, so number 1 says, is our a possessive pronoun or an adjective? Our class will choose a motto. So does something belong to the word our, or does it tell more about the noun that is the subject of the sentence? So, in other words, if we took out the word class, would the sentence still make sense? Our will choose a motto. That doesn't make sense. Class will choose a motto does make sense. So in this case, the subject is class, that noun, and our is not not the subject of the sentence. So while it is a possessive pronoun, in this case, it is taking on the job of an adjective. So I'm going to write adjective on the line, on my whiteboard, not on the line. You're going to write it on the line. Number 1 is adjective for page 75. Number 2, what is the verb phrase? Goodness, tripping over my own tongue today. Verb phrase means that I have a helping verb, or I have future tense verbs. So I'm going to look at my sentence. Our class will choose a motto. What words are telling us what is happening or will happen? And those are will, choose. And you need to have both of those together to make it future tense. Will, choose. Number 3, is our verb present tense or future tense? Well, I already answered that question. It is future tense. So we're going to write future on number 3. All right, now I am going to erase my board, and I'm going to diagram for number 4, and you're going to do it in your book, and then we'll check. For 4, draw the lines. Another line there, and another line there. Oops. All right, here we go. Hopefully you were listening. Make that line a little bit easier to see. Okay, here is mine. Hopefully yours looks like this. So I told you that the subject was class, and then our was taking the form of an adjective here. We answered that in number 1, so that would hopefully came easily to you. And then we also talked about the verb phrase having 2 words. Will choose, so that goes on the middle part. And then motto is our, direct object. And a is that special kind of adjective called an article that is modifying the motto. We're going to talk about those tomorrow and do a whole lesson on them. All right, if you did not have that done, you can pause the video and finish copying from me, but I am going to go on. And I'm going to turn my book to page 5.7, which is Page 83, adjectives that tell how many. And on this page, oh, I am sorry, you are going to use your highlighter. So if you don't have it, pause the video and go grab it. I'm sorry. The first two sections, you have to do some underlining. So you're going to highlight and then you're going to write. And since this is something that we have spent a lot of time on already, I am only going to do one example from each part with you. And then I'm going to have you finish it. And I'm going to have you take a picture of it and let me see what you did. So for the first part, it says underline the adjective. And then write whether the adjective tells about how many or exactly how many. So we're looking for adjectives that tell how many, but some are very specific. Those are numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 30, 100, 50. Or those are our more vague ones like a few, many, some. So we're going to find the adjective and highlight it. And then we're going to write on the line whether it is about or exactly. Okay, so number 1 says many people. So people is our noun. Let's highlight the word many. Okay, now does the word many tell exact number? No. So we can't write exactly. We're going to write on the line about. Okay, so if you did it correctly, you highlighted many with your yellow highlighted, and on the line you wrote about. And you're going to keep doing that for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then for 7 through 12, we have full sentences now. And you're going to, again, highlight the adjective. And then on the line, you're going to write either if it is about, if it's a vague one that tells how many, or exactly. So same thing as you did before. The only difference is it's a full sentence. So number 7 says there are many cars in the parking lot. So what is my adjective in that sentence? They're always going to tell how a number type word today. So in this case, it happens to again be many. So everybody highlight the word many. Many cars. And as we did before, we know that that is an adjective that tells about how many. And we're only going to write the word about. It doesn't tell exactly. Now you are going to have some words that do tell exactly. The two examples just didn't do that. So sometimes you are going to write the word exactly. Then at the bottom, you're going to use your pencil and write into the sentence an adjective that tells how many. In parentheses at the end, they're going to tell you which kind of adjective you use. It'll either say exactly how many, and then you're going to pick a number to write there. And it can be any number as long as it makes sense. We'll look at number 1. Or you're going to use a word like many, some, few, first, second, that kind of thing. So number 13 says there are blank players on our team. And we're supposed to write exactly. So I'm going to write 20. There are 20 players on our team, and I'm going to put that on number 13. You can copy my answer, or you can come up with your own number. Remember, if it says exactly, you're going to put a specific number, and you should write the word, not the number. We don't use numbers in sentences, numerical numbers. So I wouldn't write 20. I would write the word 20. And then if it says about how many, you're going to use a number type word. All right, then you are going to finish the page on your own, since I only did an example of each one. And you're going to take a picture of it, and you're going to send it to me.